Wednesday. Wellness 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 Wednesday.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Wellness Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
I'm your host, Iris.
And I'm Christy.
And today we'll be diving into a topic that literally shifts your mind, your mood, your entire mental wellness journey, and that's gratitude.
Yes.
Now, before you roll your eyes and say, yeah, I heard this before, I want you to pause with me because this episode isn't about surface level thankfulness. It's about how practicing deep, consistent gratitude, even when life feels overwhelming, can protect your peace and help you heal.
Yes.
Whether you're in the season of joy or walking through grief, this one is for you. Now let's get into it, Chris.
Okay. So let's start with the basics, sis. What is gratitude really? Gratitude is the intentional act of noticing and appreciating the good.
Mm-hmm.
The intentional act of noticing and appreciating the good. It's a form of mindfulness, what we talked about 2 episodes ago, but with a heart lens. And let's be clear, gratitude is not ignoring pain, toxic positivity, or pretending everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying, even though this is hard, I can still find some small thing that's good.
Okay.
That's life. Life is hard, but I can still find something positive and good to take out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reframe, not a denial.
Oh.
So we don't want anybody to be in denial.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's hard out here and you're struggling, but let's reframe that thing. Even though it's hard,
Right.
I'm still here.
Still here.
Examples. I'm hurting, but I'm thankful I have someone to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And Iris, you have said over and over again in these episodes about the importance of connections.
Yes.
Having those people in your life, someone in your life that you can reach out to when you're not your best self,
Right,
or struggling. This week was rough, but I'm grateful for the meal I had last night. Listen, we talk about this the last, you got to find the simple wins.
Yes.
It's been rough, but hey, I ate.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we got to thank them somewhere to get us through. I don't feel 100%, but I'm thankful for the breath in my body.
Yes, sir.
I woke up this morning, got started on my way. Even though I feel pain in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to feel arthritis in my knees, but I'm still here. That's true. That's a true statement.
Okay.
Gratitude anchors you. It brings you back into the present, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the regrets of the past or the unknown of the futures. Listen, we can't change what happened in the past, and we can't predict what's going to take place in the future. But one thing we do have control over is the present.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do right now to make a change for myself for the better?
Right. The science of gratitude and mental health. Let's get into it because science backs this up, as y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude lowers stress and anxiety. It reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormones that keep your body in fight or flight.
Oh, we talked about that so much.
Practicing gratitude helps shift your mind from constant problem solving to peace finding.
Listen. I know we always say, let's problem solve this thing. So sometimes you ain't going to be able to solve it. Sometimes you just be like, I just need some peace in this thing. Like, and the peace might be not even dealing with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Putting it on the back burner until I have the strength or the tools I need to do something. Now, that's vital. You can't fix and solve everything. sometimes you just got to sit still and know that hopefully on the other side, you're going to come out on the other side of through.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Gratitude boosts mood and resilience. It increased dopamine and serotonin, the feel good of neurotransmitters.
Okay.
People who practice gratitude regularly report feeling more hopeful and emotional stable.
Yeah. Now, we talked about the last podcast, we talked about journaling
Mm-hmm.
and using gratitude, finding the small wins
Mm-hmm.
to get you to a hopeful and more stable place.
Right, right.
Sometimes you just got to find the positive and the wins in a situation because it could be worse.
Yes.
Right? So if I focus on the small things, then hopefully I'm going to leap beyond the major thing. If I can just hold on to some shred of light,
that's it.
Then we're going to get through.
Gratitude improves sleep. Research shows that people who write down what they're thankful for before bed and before they fall asleep faster, it helps them fall asleep faster and sleep deeper. So it says research shows that people write down what they're thankful for before bed, they fall asleep faster and sleep deeper.
So that makes sense because if I've had a long day and I've been through trials and tribulations, if I end my night, we talked about earlier in the podcast about adults having routines, morning and night routines, right? So if I start my day off positive affirmations, my prayer, this is going to be a great day. No matter what comes up, I'm going to keep pressing and moving forward. I'm starting my day correctly in a positive way. Now the night come, I done went through some tests and trials. Things have been overwhelming. And I can still acknowledge the good in my day. I am decompressing.
Right.
I am taking the worry and the anxiety away when I change my thoughts at night and write it down or say I'm grateful for this. I am going to be more at peace.
Right, because so many people, they take all that stuff to bed and they wonder why they have restless nights. All that thinking, why they trying to sleep, they still trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah. So it's good to, I like that, write that down and try to find some gratitude before you go to bed.
Gratitude strengthens relationships. Expression appreciation builds connection, compassion, and closeness. Expressions appreciate builds connections, compassion, and closeness. Saying thank you isn't just polite, it's relational glue.
Ooh, relational glue. It isn't just being polite. I mean, it's easy. We so quick to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I said before, and then thank you. But no, really saying thank you and meaning it, and evaluating why I'm thankful for something. You are stopping. You're not only acknowledging, stopping and pausing and saying, "Gosh, I'm thankful that just happened." But if there's a person on the other end, you're making that connection even stronger because you're validating what they did that caused you to be thankful. Right?
Yeah.
So if I can say, thank you for calling and checking on me, for real. You didn't know that I was really struggling today. That's a real thank you.
Right.
And on the other end, stopping and checking on somebody is a gratitude thing in itself as well. Because I didn't have to take time out my day and say, it's not about me. Let me go check on my friend, my strong friend, or my friend I know who has some struggles. Let me make sure they're doing okay.
You're right. That was the connection, the compassion that you was very intentional about that.
That's it. Intentional. Yeah, that's good.
It says, so the more we practice the gratitude, the more we rewire the brain to look for joy instead of fear, present instead of panic.
Joy instead of fear.
Presence
instead of panic. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now let's talk about how to actually do this. Not in theory, but in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here are 5 simple gratitude practices you can start today. Our last episode, we talked about gratitude journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Write down 3 things you are grateful for each morning or before bed.
Mm-hmm.
Start small. Some days it might just be a warm shower, a good text, your ability to start over. The day won't successful, but tomorrow we're going to give it a shot.
Right.
It's the small things. We think we have to be so grand in our goals and expectations. Who told you that? It's small, minute things that you should be praising and rejoicing for. Let's start recognizing those things.
Right.
It ain't just about a graduation or getting a raise. Those are awesome things. But the fact that this week I went to work for 9 to 5, came home, still was present in my family, still was able to complete tasks with all the hats I wear as a husband, a wife, a mother, daughter, a caretaker, all of these things, a mentor. And I said, tomorrow I'm just going to wake up and do it again. Let's praise that. Getting through the day.
Mm-hmm.
Checking off things on our to-do list. And even if you don't, I made it today.
Right. It can be as simple. I only cried twice today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And not 11 times.
Right.
I only smoked 5 cigarettes today instead of the whole pack. It's small things.
Small.
And when it comes to substance abuse, it's harm reduction.
There you go.
Instead of 4 blunts, I only did 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's progress. I am congratulating and clapping my client. Because guess what? Eventually, if you keep working this thing, we're going to get down to 1 and then 0.
Yeah.
So those are the small things that we should be grateful for when we're talking about gratitude journaling. Verbal gratitude. Tell someone directly, I appreciate you. We don't do that enough. We have people in our lives who are significant. And I talk about this a lot with my peers. Everybody in your life is for different reasons. We shouldn't assume that all friends are the same.
Mm-hmm.
I got friends I go shopping with. I got friends that I connect to and we talk deeply. I got friends that I travel with. Some of these friends can't ever intertwine and mingle because it's going to be a mess.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. I'm not going to go get my friend who's struggling financially and say, let's go shopping because I ain't buying you nothing. She has strengths elsewhere. So we're going to pull those. Yeah. So you got to know.
Oh, God.
Figure out what the strengths are in these people that's in your life.
That's the truth.
And how they contribute to you and say thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you being my partner in this mental health journey. And we're traveling this road together and we're discovering things and we're helping people. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the mentors that I have in my life who have shaped and molded me to the individual I am today and the professional I am. Mm-hmm. I shared that this weekend. I can count on my hand 4 people that really changed my life and helped me see who I could be in the future.
Right.
I acknowledge that and I say thank you. It could be your child, your coworker, your therapist, or even yourself. I pat myself on the back because I know what I've been through. I know what kind of strength and agility it took me to get here. I'm not the Christy I was 5, 10, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. I'm much stronger and better now because I have developed tools. I have educated myself, but most importantly, I have done the work.
There you go.
And that's verbal gratitude. Gratitude jar. Write one gratitude note a day
Mm-hmm.
and drop it in a jar.
Mm.
At the end of the month, reread them and remind yourself of all the light you found. Oh,
That's good.
like lightning bugs in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude in a jar. I used to have that kind of concept when I was working with children in the home about gratitude jars or positive jars, putting something in and taking something out.
Mm-hmm.
That was a way of positive reinforcement. So that could be helpful. And I've also talked about that movie, that show, Mary Jane, putting stickies on your mirror, on your wall, or whatever, positive things. If you got to continue, once you continue to read something over and over again, then hopefully you'll start to believe it. You'll digest it. It
Mm-hmm.
becomes who you are. It becomes your reality.
Right.
Mental reframing. When something goes wrong, ask, what lesson is hidden here?
Mm-hmm.
What's still working in my favor? What lesson is hidden and what's still working in my favor? Guys, things go wrong, we fail. The most important part is not about the failure, it's how you recover.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said recovery will be easy. We think you can look at surgeries and all types of things that we
Mm-hmm.
have. It can be a struggle and a task sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes you have to do OT. Sometimes you have to do a little bit more work. Sometimes you have to rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to gather some more resources, do some more educating, building tools, and then try again.
Mm-hmm.
There is recovery takes time. It might what you tried might didn't work today,
Mm-hmm.
and it might not work tomorrow. But if you continue to do the work, maybe 5 years from now, you'll be in a place whole where then now it will come to fruition.
Right. That's good.
I just felt that in my soul. Mindful gratitude walking. I think we talked about that in the last podcast. Take a walk and mentally name things you're grateful for: the sky, your legs, the trees, your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude is a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets.
Let's talk real. Gratitude in a hard season.
Oh, okay.
Now, let me be honest. Gratitude doesn't always come easy, especially when you're grieving, when you're depressed, when you're overwhelmed. Sometimes it may feel like it's forced or it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
You might feel guilty for not being more thankful. But this is where I need you to extend your grace to yourself.
That's good.
Pull back from that.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude in a hard season isn't about celebrations. It's about the tiniest flicker of light in the dark. If you just see a little something.
Little.
And some days, the only thing you might be able to say is, I made it through the day.
That's it.
And that's enough.
That's enough.
Now, you said that.
Now say that. We have a lot of family, friends, and peers who are grieving. There's been a lot of significant loss, and we can take it back to COVID. It's people who are still trying to overcome that and the loss of losing loved ones. It is hard, I can say for me, to